need to ask the question, what does this passage here teach us about God first and foremost? That's the most important question we ask when we look at our Bible. What is it teaching us? What is it telling us about God and who he was? Because the Jewish modern thinking is still that the suffering servant is Israel itself, going through punishment after punishment after punishment and suffering and taking the blame. But I tell you, the suffering servant, if that is the equation, there is no saving in that. There is no hope in that. It is just this constant journey of suffering, of not looking to God. So we need to look to God. What is this passage telling us about Jesus, our God? It tells us that he wants us. That he wants to restore us. That he wants to bring us back again and again and again. It tells us that he has a deep love for each and every one of us, for his church community, for us. He has a deep, deep love for us, that he is both willing to save and to suffer. And we've got to hold that tension in our hearts when we consider God. You know, we need to hold that tension, because there is an irony in that. How does one save if one is suffering? And it's a beautiful irony. The Bible's full of ironies. I love it. That's probably one of my other reasons why it's one of my favourite books. No, it is my favourite book. You know, this beautiful irony that is drawn out of here. This is the irony that people can't see when they want to look to Jesus and use this passage as their highlight to do so. The irony is he is both saving and suffering. Saving and suffering. When we want to picture Jesus, we want to picture the conquering king that comes on the white horse. But even that picture in Revelation 19 shows us that his robes are completely bloodified. Made up that word just for you. Completely and utterly soaked in the blood of Jesus, because when the conquering king comes, he comes as the suffering servant. He is both the sheep, the lamb, the spotless lamb, and the shepherd when he comes. Another beautiful irony.